Jonathan Miller is back. It is Wednesday. We expect to see him every Wednesday, and we love when he is here with us. So, look, summer, we're about halfway through summer, but surviving that summer break, especially with children, without losing your mind, sometimes can be a little difficult, whether you're eating all your food, all the snacks, right, or just asking you, Mom, I'm bored. What can I do? I want to do something. Jonathan's helping us with all of that. Okay, so Jonathan, where are we starting, bro?
I can tell you're haunted by that board part. And I mean, I know I went to my mom so many times, I was like, there's nothing to do. Right. And it's just, they've been home. They think they've done everything at that point, and it's not a repeat of things that can be done. So that's where I came up with, I was like, let's not lose your mind. Let's make a wall. Let's also do this so then that way in school, they're gonna pay attention a little bit more to the teachers. So you're actually helping the teachers out, which means hopefully you'll get less phone calls that you need to come into school because they're misbehaving.
There you go. Okay, so work smarter, not harder. So by creating this board, it's similar to what they're dealing with in school, so they're kind of like never really getting out of that routine.
Exactly. You just make this fun. Yes. So then when they see the one that's like, they've got all the schoolwork to do, they're not as apt to not want to do it. Yeah. And so, but you also start it as a family practice also. So then there's always something to a little less screen time is always good, getting them outside, getting them to do some things. And that's where these come in. First day here, I've got a family picnic.
Yes.
Put everybody together.
Okay.
So then that way there's something for everybody to look forward to on this. So maybe it's like, I think I have a science day on here. Maybe one husband or wife is not so good at science. One is. It's interaction with the kids at the same time.
Yeah.
Reading is one of my biggest things. I think reading and books, getting them to actually pick up a book, not a device.
Okay.
And doing a reward system with it. I think
I was going to say, let's talk
important.
about that screen time. But that's, so you said a reward system?
I think a reward system. I mean, we've got this one up here where we've got our reading goal. 10 books, get a trip to King's Dominion.
Oh,
who wouldn't want that?
Yeah, sign me up.
I mean, I get up to 30 books, I can get a new bike.
Wow.
I mean, really making it something to where it's really helping enrich them at the same time.
Yeah.
And one of our Call 12 ladies, she's a former school teacher, and she said she could tell every year when kids came to school if they'd been reading with them or not.
Really?
And I think that's fascinating because, I was a bookworm.
Yes.
So never was a problem with that.
Yes.
But they had, certain programs in school that you could earn prizes from that. And I think it's a good reward system, and it's something to get them to do that's actually going to help you stay a little sane at the same time.
Right. And getting them to do things like, what are your thoughts on like routine in the summer?
I think it's a good thing, get up in the morning, you have breakfast, get that part done, and then it's like, let's check the board, let's see what we're doing today.
Okay.
And it's kind of like, and then it just kind of becomes a routine of where when it's a weekend, some other time when you don't have this and it's like, what are we going to do this weekend? The kids are going to pop up and be like, hey Mom, what if we got some of those little animals that we can paint?
Yeah.
And it's like they start suggesting things to you to do together to make memories.
Yes.
And you're not having to think of it yourself all the time.
Ooh, well, speaking of, I was going to say, sometimes it is just exhausting. I thought I was creative. I thought I was coming with different things. I am tapped out, Jonathan. I see you already reaching for something. Help me out.
I am. So here's your emergency kit in a sense.
Okay.
You take a group of popsicle sticks and you put activities on it. And then you just have the kids go to the little jar, pull one out.
And this one says, go exploring. Wait, but you flip it over and it says, read a book.
So you've got two options there.
I love that.
And if you color code them, then you've got two options. And you can say, okay, you're going to go pick a blue activity or a green activity.
Yeah.
And then when it flips over, it's got that.
Yes.
And so then you've got those different options. Pick a different one. Let's see if we have another one.
Be silly. Now look. They'll do that one anyway. Okay, hold on, wait. Let me get another one. Let's see. Cloud watch.
How many times? Think about it. You just go outside,
go find a cute cloud,
and it's hot, and you don't want to move. Just go out there and have them describe the clouds to you.
Yes. So look, this isn't that hard, guys, and it probably would be fun to make these popsicles with the kids. What is something you want to do? Write it down.
Put it in there and then pull it out. You can do it after dinner. I mean, it's an activity that can literally go throughout the day to where they're like, Mom, I don't really want to clean my room right now. And you're like, well, go pick something from the popsicle stick thing. And then they're like, I don't want to do that either. Okay, then you can clean your room.
Yeah, you decide.
It's your choice.
Now, there are a lot of free activities. I know the library being one. I know our Jasmine Turner takes her little girl there all the time.
Exactly. Going to the library is also letting them get into that interaction with people, but seeing the books there. Knowing that knowledge is in a book really helps. I think that, like, growing up, we had encyclopedias. It was like, go get that encyclopedia. Now we can just chat GPT everything.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like, 4 years of college without ChatGPT, that's like our parents saying they walked to school in the snow.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yes, to these kids for sure. I love that. And then what about creating a summer reset space? What is that?
That's where you want to have that one set in that room where you're going to go and you're literally going to go in there and it's more for temper issues than anything. Yeah. You want to go have that space where it's calm. You go in and you're like, okay, you got to sit down now. There's no acting out here. You got to get down, just relax.
Let's just reset, baby. Let's reset. So look, I know we threw a lot at you, but we're just trying to help you survive that summer. Some of these are free options. Some of them really challenge the kids to think, and then some of them make them open a book, which will benefit them in the long run for sure. So if you need more ideas, you can head over to his website, jonathanhmiller.com. We appreciate you, boo. We'll see you back next Wednesday, and we'll have more to about town today coming up after this break.